in an unhealthy relationship that made the glow inside of me fizzle out. It was because of the gift of this opportunity that I, with the help of God, was able to not only light up my own life and those that I love, but now I am able to light up the world. What a gift we have that gives women the freedom to put their priorities in order, gives them choices, gives them their power back, and helps them design the life that they always have dreamt of. Everyone has a glow story. And as long as you don't give up, you will too. A sparkler, Sabina Kolhas, walked into my event over 5 years ago. She was in her late 60s, newly widowed, and feeling lonely. She loved the community of people and decided to sign her beauty consultant agreement. Shortly after, the company announced a red jacket promotion in which she could earn a free red jacket and on the seminar stage and recognition. Sound familiar? The deadline was near, and she needed just one more team member. She shared her challenge with her daughter-in-law, and Doreen Helm was reluctant, but told Sabina she would do it to help her out. Prior to Mary Kay, Doreen was making over 6 figures, but realized that it didn't matter how well you get paid if all you are doing is trading time for money. Although they saved money by no longer having to pay for daycare, they were living paycheck to paycheck. Sound familiar? In order to keep Doreen home, her husband, Jeremy, had to work both a full-time and part-time job. She began homeschooling the children and stopped dreaming about their futures and just accepted that in order to have mom home, that dad would have to work around the clock. When Sabina asked her to become a consultant, she had no intention to work the business because she had no interest, no experience, she wasn't the type, and had no time. She was pregnant with her 6th child. Shortly after, Doreen's husband lost his part-time job, and she decided to hold consistent and consecutive power starts in September and October, gave birth in October, another power start in November, went on target for her car in November, had no team members in December and January, but still held power starts and remained on target for her car. At leadership, she went to leadership as a future sales director in her 3rd month of car qualification. And some wise director, thank you, whoever you are, planted a seed and a challenge within Doreen to complete directorship in 1 month. She came home from leadership, completed her 4th month of car in February, submitted her DIQ commitment card on March 1st, and debuted as an independent sales director 1 month later, April 1st. The next week at a unit meeting, Doreen held her phone up to me with tears in her eyes, and it was a picture of Jeremy holding their newborn son with a text from him that read, "In case I haven't told you lately, I love you, and because of you, we are going to be the best family ever. You have given me my fatherhood back, something I have missed for a while. I can never explain how much you mean to me and our family." Doreen earned her first car and became a sales director in only 8 short months. Her first director's commission check was over $4,000. And today, Doreen Helm is in this audience as a Premier Club senior sales director and just gave birth to her 9th child 2 months ago. Get this, all under the age of 15 and homeschooled. Doreen's first practice space was Carrie Wagner. Carrie agreed because Doreen was willing to drive over an hour to her house, which is in the middle of nowhere, population 300. Carrie had a at the time. So their kids played while mommies did facials. Wow, what a concept, right? Well, Carrie was on a tight budget since she was home with her kids and her husband worked full-time in ministry. She started just to get her products at a discount and service her family. She didn't even want to meet with me, for an orientation. Like, really? Because she had no intentions of working it as a business. So Doreen invited her to a success meeting, and that's where her desire for more was born. Since Carrie had her degree, she always thought she would just go back to corporate when her kids were in school, until she found out she was pregnant with her third child. Having Jessa gave her a reason to earn her first free car and become a sales director in her first year. 6 weeks after debuting as a director, she gave birth. What a lot of people didn't know, while Carrie was earning her car and becoming a director, was how anxious she was about the birth of her baby. You see, her first child was born deaf. So Carrie and Jeremy knew that each time they got pregnant, the baby had a 25% chance of being deaf. Jessa was also born deaf in both ears. Both of her children were able to receive cochlear implants, which allowed the girls to hear using technology. But there was a price for that. Not only financially, but they lived 3 hours from the hospital, which means a lot of travel. Carrie is so thankful for the freedom to take as much time as needed for all the traveling, many miles, and the at-home care that her girls need. Now, 5 years later, she's thankful she's stuck with her business in the hard times. Last month, she earned $8,500 in commissions, became a senior sales director, shut down qualification, earning her first paid Cadillac, and is in the 350,000 circle of achievement. Carrie Wagner, she will be a national sales director. And thanks to the gift of Mary Kay, Carrie and Jeremy can purchase the latest hearing equipment that isn't covered by insurance. They can travel when necessary and keep their priorities, God first, family second, career third, in order. Remember Savannah Kohlhaas, Doreen's mother-in-law, where this all started? Well, she is a star team builder and is in this audience today with her new husband, Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Brenice. Check it out. They just got married this past Saturday, and seminar is a part of their honeymoon.
All right, where they at?
I love it. And guess what? If you think my life was glowing because of all of that, well, the baby of our family of 9, my sister Carolyn Boardney, she looks like my twin, decided after 21 years of me being in business that she too was going to start her business last December 1st. She found her power to say no to an abusive marriage, and now as a single mom, she will be able to give her son all the blessings that this opportunity has to offer. She is here today as a brand new class of 2015 sales director, debuting in just 7 short months. Does it seem like my world is glowing? Well, it is. Brighter than ever before. Will you promise me that you will start writing your very own glow story today? Will you? But now, I'd like to ask Sarah to join me on stage again, because we have a really special announcement. Right, Sarah?
Laura, for sharing with us that wonderful story, those 3 stories that have just touched lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I would love for you to tell everyone some really exciting news.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Sarah told you earlier about the Timeless Microdermabrasion Plus set with the new Pore Minimizer product, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about several of you winning a free